guy's entire personality is money. He's like a real-life Mr. Krabs. He released the worst apology video I think I've ever seen. It doesn't enable you to magically protect her better. If someone's making a run
stupid, all that pre-workout that you're taking is making you more stupider.
There were always people taking notice of like, Paul, why do you always just reply to... I don't usually like to go back and respond to their response.
TikTok's dark side isn't just cringe, it's dangerous. Clout chasers, scam kings, and exploiters run wild, until Penguinz0 showed up. With his signature sarcasm and unmatched wit, he didn't just expose them, he obliterated their empires. Today, we dive into how one YouTuber took on TikTok's worst villains, and you're not ready for the chaos he uncovered, exposing the grifters. cringe-worthy didn't waste a second cutting through TikTok's smoke and mirrors. He dove straight into viral clips featuring so-called financial advisors promising fast wealth, luxury cars, and instant success, and absolutely dismantled them with his signature dry wit and unfiltered delivery. These weren't just rants, they were scalpel-precise takedowns. He called out obvious red flags like inflated return claims, reused stock footage, and fake testimonials. Viewers ate it up. One breakdown video racked up over 750,000 views in less than a week. But beyond the humor, there was something deeper. Moist literally broke down the scammers' strategies, exposed their psychological tactics, and even ran basic math to show how hollow their promises were. He turned content that often preys on the desperate into teachable moments. By confronting these con artists head-on in a space that rewards flash over fact, he gave his audience tools to think critically. It wasn't just entertainment. It was a digital public service announcement in the most absurd way possible. cringe-worthy's content reminded everyone that skepticism isn't just healthy, it's necessary. And in a world full of too good to be true promises, if Moist is on it, the truth won't stay buried for long, shining a light on manipulative influencers. Next up, the emotional manipulators, TikTok creators who weaponize tragedy, trauma, and controversial takes for clout and cash. cringe-worthy didn't let them slide. With surgical precision, he exposed how these users carefully curated sob stories and real talk moments not to heal or connect, but to monetize. He dissected their tactics, pointing out how emotional reveals were often conveniently timed, dropping only after follower counts crossed monetization thresholds. Moist showed side-by-side footage of these creators switching tones, overlays, and even filter styles to maximize engagement, using teal-tinted filters and slowed-down music to milk sympathy.
Sienna May was accused of assaulting another TikTok star named Jack Wright. There were videos that came out that showed Sienna doing questionable things to Jack Wright's body while he was unconscious, and there's just a lot of evidence that led to these allegations against her.
TikTok user Time War posted proof of Sienna taking advantage of Jack while he was unconscious.
His reaction compilations, packed with hundreds of thousands of reshares, became digital exposés. Comments flooded in with viewers saying, "I finally get it now," or "I fell for this." Moist didn't just call out manipulation, he reverse-engineered it. He even pulled analytics and compared upload dates with follower spikes, exposing the cold calculations behind spontaneous tears. The real brilliance? He did it all with his signature monotone delivery, undercutting the drama with deadpan sarcasm that made the fakery impossible to ignore. These weren't just takedowns, they were crash courses in media literacy disguised as comedy. The message was clear: feel something, but don't get played. Debunking negative challenges. TikTok thrives on challenges, but not all are harmless dance crazes. cringe-worthy went head-to-head with toxic challenges that encourage pranks crossing safety and moral lines. Whether it's boo-telling strangers or fake sobbing for attention, he walked through the psychology of viral challenge mechanics. How taboo or shock value fuels algorithmic boosts, then results spiral out of control. He even ran basic experiments, showing how many views a challenge clip gets after the worst part is strategically placed and how quickly copycats follow. The numbers spoke volumes. Views went up 300% post-copy, but engagement often plummeted once the cringe filter set in. He used humor to make the lesson land, matter-of-fact commentary, "That's not comedy, that's insurance liability," Cut through the madness.
Doesn't enable you to magically protect her better. If someone's making a ruckus and you're trying to stop whatever's going on, you can't just be like throwing money at it like, get away from her, you scallywag. She's with me and I make more than 10K a month. Here's money.
Before Charlie showed the worst TikTok Jason ever made.
Here's why the gym does not matter. I'm tired of guys that are like...
His final verdict was clear. Viral isn't valuable when it encourages demeaning or dangerous behavior. Tens of thousands of TikTokers tune in afterward with new questions. Should I even watch this? And that's the point. By decoding the mechanics and pointing out the absurdity, Penguinz0 turned viewers into critical thinkers, one savage critique at a time, calling out faux celebrities. TikTok's overflowing with self-proclaimed stars, wannabe celebrities who hype themselves into stardom one week only to disappear or rebrand the next. Moist Critical zeroed in on this pattern and exposed it like a digital detective. He tracked several of these overnight sensations across multiple accounts, calling out their wild pivots, from fake life coaches to born-again spiritual guides. Using deep dives into deleted posts, rotoscoped quote overlays, and oddly recycled slogans, he unraveled their manufactured personas. But what really drove it home was the data. Moist showcased how follower counts dropped 20 to 30% between each rebrand, illustrating how these creators bled credibility with every reset. His takedown wasn't just a roast, it was a case study. He identified 3 core patterns: recycled content, inflated engagement via giveaway loops or bots, and a never-ending cycle of reinvention. He even included CSV-style screenshots of download data.
Only like an hour and 40 after that, and then he's like, you know what, okay, Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry, babe, but you're just too much of a flake. Bye.
Ben also goes on to shame her for being an OF creator, something that Charlie points out as hypocrisy on.
It seems like you're trying desperately to get into OnlyFans but keep getting rejected and can't handle it. So how can you have the gall to try and...
Giving it a mock investigative journalism vibe that hit hard. And of course, the humor was sharp. Rebrand enough times and the EPA might give you a medal. It was classic Moist, facts first, sarcasm second. No clickbait drama here, just surgical, hilarious reality checks. By the end, viewers weren't just laughing, they were learning how fake internet fame is crafted and sold. Enforcing digital responsibility. Finally, Moist Critical closed the series by spotlighting the consequences of these TikTok villains. He highlighted stories of real people harmed, followers who emulated scams and lost money, prank victims shaken emotionally, influencers who burnt out. He tracked at least 3 verified cases, one report even from a local news site about a failed challenge leading to property damage. He didn't shy away from calling out TikTok's algorithmic responsibility either, demanding transparency around how the platform amplifies harmful content. His signature humor remained. He joked about TikTok needing a villain filter review board. But underneath, the call to action was serious, urging viewers to think twice, report bad actors, and support creators who lean into ethics over attention. He ended with a simple revelation. Online fame isn't just personal, it affects communities. His view count for that closing video soared past 1 million, with comment threads flagged for "savior of the algorithm." More importantly, he left fans with tools, checklists for spotting scams, reminder prompts for digital empathy, and encouragement to share responsibly. That's Penguinz0, entertainment fused with integrity, and a subtle nudge toward a healthier digital tomorrow. From viral nonsense to full-on villainy, TikTok's worst creators met their match in Penguinz0. With brutal honesty and razor-sharp commentary, he didn't just call them out. He made the internet think twice.
Stupid. All that pre-workout that you're taking is making you more stupider.
Describing him like this,
But he's out here built like 2 French fries duct taped to an uncooked spaghetti noodle.
while roasting him even further.
He actually sounds like he's about to cry. You're stupid with your dumb muscles, dumb muscle man. What in the...
If you enjoyed this takedown tour, hit like, subscribe, and drop your favorite Penguinz0 roast below. Because exposing clowns, that's content we all need more of.